Something's going on there.
Yeah. Moving on. How can there even be inadequate vessels for the karma? So here's my rant, okay? In terms of adequate vessels for the karma, you might disagree, just hear me out. So it isn't like Orochimaru's cursed seal to where the body needs to be able to accept some other power source. In this case, the karma literally changes the body. It changes the vessel. They turn into Otsutsuki. They literally 100% become the Otsutsuki itself. It makes sense if someone dies when they get the karma, if their body rejects it, but that should be the measuring stick. Either they can survive the initial effects, or they die. Like an off or on switch. Only two options. After that, they should grow more and more adequate to 100% adequacy as they just become 100% the Otsutsuki. If they can survive it at 0%, they can survive it at 5%. They can survive it at 100%. It has to reach 100% in order to reincarnate, so that isn't it. Thoughts so far?
No, no, I feel what you're saying because it's kind of related to my thing about how it doesn't make sense how it's quote unquote overriding you, but nothing about your body actually changes other than they say you're Otsutsuki until you resurrect. It's like, no, bro, it should either not overwrite you until the end, or it should overwrite you progressively. And if it
Exactly.
overwrites you progressively, what you're saying would apply. I don't think that's I agree with what you're saying. I
Mm-hmm.
stand by it should have been a thing to where the karma still just extracts just like Kurama's cage business. It just loosens, and then when it hits 100%, then you can just override it all at once.
Yeah.
And that means Kawaki would not be Ten Tails fodder though. That just or actually though, the thing is this is the easy workaround though. You say, oh, but Boruto and Kawaki can be fed to the Ten Tails, blah blah blah. Easy workaround. There's a karma seal in their hand. Whether they're using the chakra or not, the Otsutsuki chakra was in their body. The tent is supposed to eat the chakra, right? That's the whole thing. So there you go. Eat Kawaki, you're still eating the chakra, whether he's using it or not. So it doesn't matter. It's the easiest workaround. so,
Yeah.
so I think it's stupid.
Because, yeah.
I didn't even
So,
think about that until now, but yeah.
this is like the scripted version, and there's more of it. But like I was explaining this off the cuff to, I think it was Sosa in Rain server, and he just wasn't having it, bro. Like he was using the series explanation of, oh, well, Jigen's body is inadequate as a vessel for Ishiki's tremendous power. The point is that isn't Jigen's
That's
body
stupid.
anymore. It's 100% modified genetically down to the molecule, okay? It isn't Jigen's body anymore, it is Ishiki's body. So what you're telling me, really, is that Ishiki's body isn't a perfect vessel for Ishiki's power. So then before the karma, so Ishiki was just dying by himself anyways.
And then if you want to say, like, no, Jigen's body's inadequate, blah blah blah, because it's not actually Ishiki. Yeah, it's still GN. Then Boruto shouldn't be 100% Otsutsuki because he's not Otsutsuki yet. But you can't just pick and choose. So one or the other.
But even if you want to say at 100% extraction before he actually turns into Ishiki that it's still Jigen, fine. What about after he literally transforms into Ishiki? That is Ishiki's body. It's not similar. It is exactly 100% the same.
Yeah, that's what doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like the explanation is that when Momoshiki is going to take over Boruto, it just erases Boruto. Like his soul just vanishes from the realm. It transforms Boruto into Momoshiki. It's
yeah, so it's like,
yeah,
why does this body matter anymore? It should
exactly.
only matter in terms of the initial vessel situation.
Yeah. It's
When you
not
first
like Orochimaru's
implant
body
karma.
transfer jutsu. It's more like if Orochimaru just transferred into his own body. It's like, of course it's gonna work. That's the body he was already in.
Yeah, yeah, because with Orochimaru's body transfer, he just takes like it still is, Kimimaru's body or whoever's body he takes over. He's just in control essentially,
Yeah.
and he makes it look like himself. Like it's almost like Borushiki. If Borushiki did the transformation jutsu to look like Momoshiki, that's all it is.
Yeah. Because, like, again, it just makes no sense for, Jigen's vessel isn't adequate to house Ishiki's tremendous power when it's not Jigen's vessel anymore. It is Ishiki. Like, Jigen's gone. He
This is where we say,
doesn't exist anymore.
and this is where we say, guys, sometimes Kodachi made mistakes too, and this was Ikimoto's idea. In my head canon is that it is his idea, but I'm not going to assume it.
Since apparently everything is Ikimoto's idea now, so doesn't matter that Kishimoto wrote the flash forward scene. Kawaki was Ikimoto's idea.
So I really don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently everything's Ikimoto's idea, but regardless.
Yeah, here's the rest of
I don't like that about Karma.
Yeah, here's the rest of the script just to get it out there. Quote, the body not being able to house the tremendous power makes no sense because it literally changes the body. Again, it isn't like Orochimaru's body transfer. Instead of Orochimaru taking Sasuke's body, it would be like if Orochimaru transformed Sasuke's body into Orochimaru's exactly, and then took that body. There should be nothing left of the original. There is no Sasuke vessel or soul or essence or anything left. It just straight up is Orochimaru. Jigen turned into Ishiki. Why was this Ishiki body any different or weaker than normal? It isn't Ishiki in Jigen's body. It is literally Ishiki's normal default base body. So there you go.
I mean, I'll say there's something they could have done, perhaps, as an explanation. This is not complete, but hypothetically, if the transformation itself like affects the body negatively, and so because Jigen's body's weak, just puts it like in a near-death state.
What I would have liked is if, like, the Momoshiki and the Code Arc, the explanation for how he's going to take over Boruto's body forever now, how he changed to it, if that just was the default form anyways, to where there's, like, mental and physical energy, chakra, whatever, comprised of. And so, Ishiki can physically transform Jigen's body into Ishiki, but then Jigen is still in there, and mentally, Jigen is fighting back against Ishiki in his own body. I think that could be a cool thing to play with, especially considering it's like his chakra's running out over the course of 3 days or whatever. Maybe it's because Jigen's not allowing him to gain more chakra or whatever. Just something like that could be fun to play with.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine with that too. I was saying that, like, if you want to keep it as close to the original as possible, I think if the act of transforming it on Jigen's weaker body was the reason it was dying. So it's not that it's like it is because Jigen's body's too weak, but it's also like, no, Ishiki's body's straight up dying because, you know what I'm trying to say anyway. I don't like it anyway because I think that they should have just changed how the cardio works.
In this case, I kind of like this as an idea narratively, even if you